Hi everyone, this is Toyba from Toyslab Creations. Today I'm going to be making cable baby booties. This booty is going to be worked flat. So for this booty, I'm going to be needing DK weight yarn in 2 colors. I'm going to be using white and this other color here. You can use any 2 complementary colors of your choice. So to start, I'm going to make a slip knot. I'm going to be using a 3.5 mm crochet hook. So I'm going to start with a chain of 25. So go ahead and chain 25 and I'll come back to start row 1. So I've made a chain of 25. I'm going to skip the first stitch, and into the second stitch I'm going to make a single crochet and a single crochet into each stitch across. So at the end of row 1 we have a total of 24 single crochets. So go ahead and complete the row. I'll come back when I'm done with mine. So I've made my row of single crochets. So I have 24 single crochets so far. Moving on to row 2, I'm going to chain 2 and then turn my work, make 2 double crochets into the very first stitch. The chain 2 does not count as a stitch, so I'm going to make 2 half double crochet into the first stitch and 1 half double crochet into the next 8 stitches. If you prefer to work with written pattern, the written pattern is available in my Ravelry and Etsy store. The link to both stores you can find in the description box below. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. Next, we're going to make 2 half double crochet into each of the next 6 stitches. Add 1 more into the same stitch, and then I'll repeat that 5 more times. 2 half double crochet into 6 stitches. That's 2. 3, 4, 5, and the final one, 6. Next, I'm going to be making 1 half double crochet into the next 8 stitches. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the last one, 8. So we have 1 stitch left. Into this last stitch I'm going to be making 2 half double crochets. So at the end of this row we have a total of 32 stitches, 32 half double crochets. So moving on to row 3 now, I'm going to chain 2, turn my work, and make 2 half double crochet into the very first stitch. Remember that the chain 2 does not count as a stitch. And then I'm going to make 1 half double crochet into each stitch across. Then I'll finish the row with 2 half double crochet into the last stitch. So just go ahead and make 1 half double crochet into each stitch across, and I'll join you when I'm about to finish the row. So I'm about to complete row 3 now. I'm going to make 2 half double crochet into the last stitch. This is the second half double crochet. So I'm not going to complete that second one. I'm going to finish it off with a slip stitch of the second color, because row 3 was the last row of the sole. So I'm going to do the upper part of this booty with the new color. So finish the row with the slip stitch of the second color and then chain 1. So to start row 4, I'm going to turn my work and make single crochet into the front loops only. This is a front loop and this is the back loop. So into the front loops only, I'm going to make single crochet into each stitch across. From row 3 we had a total of 34 stitches. So once we finish our row of single crochet, row 4, we're going to have 34 stitches also. So continue making single crochet into front loops only, and I will join you at the end of the row. So I'm through with row 4. I have 34 single crochet so far. So moving on to row 5, now I'm going to chain 2, then turn my work. Remember, the chain 2 does not count as a stitch. I'm going to make 1/2 double crochet into each stitch across. So I'll still have 34 stitches at the end of this row. So go ahead and make a 1/2 double crochet into each stitch across, and I'll join you at the end of the row. So I'm through with row 5. I've made 1/2 double crochet in each stitch across. So moving on to row 6 now, start reducing for the front of our booty. So I'm going to start with the chain 1, turn, and then make 1 single crochet into 9 stitches. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then I'll make a 1/2 double into the next 4 stitches. 1/2 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to start reducing. I'm going to make double crochet 2 together 4 times. Let me start that over. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over again and go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, remain 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through whole. So I'm going to do that 3 more times. That's 3, and the last one, 4. So I'm going to make 1/2 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then single crochet in the last 9 stitches of the row. So go ahead and finish the row. So I finished row 6 with 9 single crochets. So we have reduced 4 stitches on this row, so we have a total of 30 stitches now. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn. So for row 7, I'm going to make 9 single crochet, 1 single crochet into 9 stitches. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then I'll make 1/2 double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then 2 double crochet 2 together twice. That is 1, and the second one, 2. So I'm just going to make 4 half double crochets and then finish the row with 9 single crochets. So go ahead and do that. I'll join you at the end of the row. So I'm through with row 7 now. I've made 4 half double crochet and 9 single crochet. So moving on to row 8, I'm going to chain 1 and turn and make a single crochet into 8 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. From row 7 we had 28 single crochets. 28 stitches. So on this row we are going to be reducing another 2. So our row 8 will finish with a total of 26 stitches. So I've made 8 half double crochet. So I'm going to make I've made 8 single crochet. I'm going to make 4 half double crochet next. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So then I'm going to make double crochet 2 together twice. That's 1, and 2. So next I'm going to make 4 half double crochets, and then I'll finish the row with 8 single crochets. So go ahead and do that. I'll join you when I'm through with mine. So I'm through with row 8. I've made 4 half double crochet and 8 single crochet. So at the end of row 8 we have a total of 26 stitches. For row 9 now I'm going to chain 1 and turn and make a single crochet into the first stitch and a single crochet into each stitch across. So at the end of the row I have a total of 26 single crochet. So go ahead and finish the row. I'll join you when I'm through with mine. So I'm through with row 9. I've made a row of single crochets. So moving on to row 10, I'm going to chain 2 and turn and then make a double crochet into the first stitch and then make a double crochet into each stitch across. At the end of the row we have a total of 26 double crochets. So go ahead and make your row of double crochet and I'll join you when I'm through with mine. So I'm through with row 10. I have 26 double crochets. So moving on to row 11, I'm going to chain 2. This chain 2 here counts as a half double crochet, so I'm not going to make anything into the first stitch. I'm going to skip the second stitch and then make a double crochet, a front post double crochet around the third stitch. And then I'll go back and make a front post double crochet around the second stitch. Then I'll move to the fourth stitch and make a back post double crochet. And then I'll do the same thing for the next stitch. This is what we have so far. The chain 2 counts as a half double for the first stitch. Then I made a front post double crochet around the third stitch from the previous row. Then I made a front post double crochet on the second stitch from the previous row. That's why this is crossing over like this. And then I made back post double crochet for the next 2 stitches. So now I'm going to yarn over. I'll skip the next stitch from the previous row and then make a front post double crochet around the one after it. Then I'll go back to the skipped one and then I'll make a front post double crochet. So that one too will be crossing. Then I'll make back post double crochet around the next 2 stitches. So I just keep repeating that across the row. Let me do it one more time. I'm going to skip this stitch and make a front post double crochet around the next one, and then I'll go back to the skipped stitch and make a front post double crochet around it. Then I'll make back post double crochet around the next 2 stitches, and then I'll repeat again. So just keep doing that across the row, and I'll join you when I'm through with mine. About to complete row 11, so I have 1 stitch left. I'm going to make a half double crochet into that last stitch. So I'm going to chain 2 and turn. This chain 2 here counts as a half double crochet. I'm going to make front post double crochet around the 2nd and 3rd stitch, and then I'll turn my work so I can see the cable from the previous row, and then I'll reach for the top half, for the top front post double crochet from the previous row. Around it I'm going to make a back post double crochet, and then I'll reach for the one beneath it and make a back post double crochet. Then I'll make 2 half double crochet, sorry, 2 front post double crochet, and then I'll reach for the cable from the previous row. The front post double crochet on top, I'm going to make a back post double crochet around it. I'll reach for the one beneath and then make a back post double crochet around it too. So I just keep repeating that across the row, and I'll join you when I'm through with mine. So I'm about to complete row 12. So I have 1 stitch left. That's the chain 2 that we started the previous row with. So I'm going to make a half double crochet to the top of the chain 2. So I'm going to chain 1 and then cut my yarn. You can leave a long tail so as to sew this up. So this is the wrong side and this is the front side. The side that has this ridge here is the right side, so I'm going to fold with the right side facing, and then I'm going to sew with my tapestry needle. I'm going to sew this part up with this color and then sew this part up with the other color. So I'll go ahead and do that and finish my other booty and come back to show you what the final booty looks like. So I've made the other booty and I've sewn both up. You can see what it looks like. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in my next tutorial. Thank you for watching. Bye.